Friends, I have not seen too many creators talk about this, let's call it product. Let me give you the short version of this story, and then we'll get into the long version and an application. So, you all might have heard of the company Geek and Gorgeous. A wonderful subscriber sent me over this product. And friends, when I tell you I wanted to just turn my camera on and start raving, I understood the people in my comments who also had been raving about this, but I realized I was in a pickle. As a creator who really tries to put a lot of thought into the words that I say, I try to make sure that I'm following all FTC guidelines, following all FDA regulations while critiquing them. And this is not just going to be a video about a skincare product. No, this is going to be a video about regulations, why people skirt regulations, and I'm going to leave you with a thought that I had that really shocked me. Let us now have that longer conversation whilst I sit here and apply this skincare product. Ooh, I'm going to be tired of hearing myself say that one. If you are a fellow Geek and Gorgeous fan like I am, you might have known that this is a Hungarian-based skincare brand who's been talking about creating a sunscreen for, I think, years at this point. They finally did it in May of 2026. They came out with the Zero Feel sunscreen. I will put the ingredients list up on the screen. I will tell you now, if you are international and you can buy through the Geek and Gorgeous international website, which I'll link in the description. I hate to tell you all, or maybe I don't. I think it's nice to have additional options, but this 15 euro sunscreen is just, that 15 euro sunscreen is nothing short of incredible. Don't ask me how I know that. My gosh, a matte finish sunscreen, and they did it with so few sunscreen filters. I went ahead and put those in bold for you. It's fewer than you usually see in K-beauty sunscreens. Well, Geek and Gorgeous has a US website, and to my surprise, perhaps a lot of people's surprise, there is a very similar product to the sunscreen over on the US website. Now, of course, I'm in the United States. Those of us here were stuck with this old list of filters, updated only recently. We now finally have Tenosorb S. But prior to that, the sunscreen filters that were approved for use in the US was a list that hadn't been updated since 1999. So clearly, Geek and Gorgeous cannot sell the Zero Feel sunscreen in the United States. But they came out with the Zero Feel day cream. And you will notice that it's a moisturizer, a mattifying moisturizer. They highlight the silica in it and an antioxidant ingredient. Neat. I couldn't help but notice that the ingredients list is, it looks to be, identical to the sunscreen. Oh, but that's right. We can't use those filters for a sunscreen in the US, meaning you can't sell a sunscreen at all with those filters. But could you just sell Zero Feel Daily Mattifying Day Cream? $14.90, 2.5 fluid ounces. I mean, that's an amazing price for a mattifying moisturizer. And what do they say on the website about this? They say a silky, weightless day cream that instantly mattifies and evens the complexion, featuring globally popular cosmetic ingredients rarely found in U.S. formulas. It helps protect against free radicals and environmental stressors for healthier looking skin over time. How exciting. Friends, if you can't connect the dots further, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to help you further. Do you all know Crave Beauty? Do you all know Can Make? They might have done something similar to this. But I hit a brick wall immediately after thinking about all of this. I found myself going, what am I supposed to do as a creator? I don't think everybody realizes this, but I do because I read up on all the influencer guidelines. I do have to be careful what I say. Or so I thought, because I found myself realizing that if you have connected the dots at this point, if you are going, oh, I had this thought in my head that, okay, well, if this is the solution, why doesn't every brand do this? Why did all of the K-beauty brands come out with FDA-compliant sunscreens? Why didn't they just come out with day creams? And that's when it hit me. This isn't just Crave, Geek and Gorgeous, and Can Make. This is every company that has a mineral sunscreen with the UV booster. So, you know, every company is doing this. Again, I've said this so many times, I'm sorry to be repetitive, but the list of US approved filters, minus Tinosorb S, has been a list that is harder to formulate with, has been a list that has a higher potential for causing allergy or irritation compared to the new filters used in sunscreens that people across the rest of the world have access to. Remember that the idea of regulations in the US is supposed to be to protect us. At what point do we realize these regulations aren't protecting us? They're hurting us. They're hurting us so much that people have no other choices than to try to figure out how to get around regulations, how to access better sunscreens if they are like me and have allergies to some of those filters. And moreover, at what point do we, the citizens, realize the government works for us? If we don't like our regulations, that needs to be changed. Anyway, if you are international, what an incredible sunscreen. I hope that was long enough for it to sink into my skin. All sunscreens that are mattifying look a little glowy in the application process. Give it a minute and they do dry down matte. I still cannot get over the size, the price, the lack of alcohol and fragrance. What a non-irritating, sensitive skin friendly day cream in the US and sunscreen internationally. That's all, friends. I'm keeping this video short and sweet. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this day cream or sunscreen. I'll be back with my favorites at the end of this week. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you all next time.